Okay, this is the final week for Inktober. I'm kind of glad that it's over. I always like doing the prompts and stuff, but it's like once you get to the end, you're just like, okay, I want to do something else. So let's see. So we're doing, all right, so this is day 28. Let's cord it away. All right, this is treehouse. I was going to do an actual treehouse, and I really didn't want to, so I did a birdhouse, which is a little house in a tree. I used that Moby Dick Jane Davenport ink again. I love that, and I used it on the bird too. I think I used one of the Sennelier brush pens for this, and I used a brush to kind of move it around. And I used those big fat pick pens. I used this. I have such a problem getting a smooth finish with these. It's just, it always just looks so raggedy. I did it quick on the top, so I was able to do it, but I'm thinking that it's this paper, because I remember last year when I used these, I loved them because no matter what I did, it was all smooth, and I used all cotton paper last year, so I think that's probably it. So I think next year I'm going to go back to a smaller, well, I do have an etcher that's bigger that I could use if I want to go bigger. I think I would do better in a smaller one for some reason, or smaller pictures, just because I feel like I can't get them all done fast enough, and they're not as detailed as I would like. They look kind of, you know, elementary, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I think this paper is an issue. This is that Michael's paper. I think it'd be fine with, you know, paint, gouache, or I wouldn't use watercolor on this either. So gouache, essentially. I thought ink would be okay. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. All right. So this one, I don't know. My expectation was much better. This is Halloween decorations. I kind of wanted to make like a tree with orange lights in it, and it I don't know if it looks like that. It just looks kind of odd, but oh well. I'm at the end of the month. I'm at the end of the project, so I'm kind of like, whatever. I do like the pen that I used in the back. I don't know if you can see it. It's one of these again, but it's one of the iridescent, so it's got little sparkles, so it's really pretty. I always have trouble drawing trees. It drives me crazy. I have trouble with trees. I have trouble with plants. I don't know what it is. All right, day 30 is trick or treat. I had other plans for this too, but I decided to do something a little easier. I just did a pumpkin and some candy next to it, and see how patchy that looks. I tried to rush. I don't want to rush because I don't want to mess it up, but geez, this background just looks terrible. It's so, I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It looks fine. It's just that when you want a smooth look, you know, yeah, I'm definitely thinking it's the paper. And the final is Haunted Home. So I just see patchy. That's these pens. I should try this on cotton and see how they work. Yeah, so just a little ghost opening the door. And that's it. That's my Inktober for this year. I decided, I still have some extra pages. There is a folktale week in November, and I decided since I have some extra pages, I'm going to use the rest of the book for that. Folktale week is new to me. I just heard of it sometime last year. Hannah Flanagan showed her project from last year on her channel, and I was like, what is this thing? It's really cool. So they give you prompts for the week, and then I guess you make a story out of it. It's like folktale, but I wasn't sure if they were all supposed to link to each other to make like a full story, like one prompt leads to the next to the next. so that's what I did. That's the idea I came up with. So, but I ended up, I did some rough sketches in my sketchbook, and I ended up doing like 4 frames per prompt because I want the story to be told so that it leads into the next prompt. So I'm gonna have smaller, I'll show you. I'm gonna have smaller pictures, but they're all gonna kind of like, almost like a comic book, but I'm gonna try to do it less comic-y and try to do it sort of illustrative. So anyway, that's what's coming up. What's next week? No, actually Friday is gonna be the Farm Art Challenge with Dina Tollefson. The following week, not sure yet. See how much I can get done. Okay. So anyway, thanks for joining me for Inktober this year, and happy Halloween.